This is John Paul Ryan. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Wanted to get into this story here about Ellen DeGeneres and how she actually got defended by a couple of her so-called friends. And it looks like Ellen will be back. But, as you guys know, if you've been following the story just a little bit, she was accused of having a toxic workplace where she treated people like shit, and a lot of people came out against her. Some defended her, but unfortunately, we have no hardcore evidence like recordings, videos, things like that. So I guess after this, probably gonna have to just let it go. We'll see what happens though. Ellen DeGeneres received support from celeb pals after addressing scandal in Show's season 18 return. So she addressed it, I'll give her credit for that. A lot of these people, go through and they just ignore the things. They don't address the things that they did wrong, even when they are proven wrong, things like that. So, I gotta say, when you address something and you put it out in the open, it's a good sign. I mean, my personal thoughts on Ellen is that, yeah, there was probably some mistreatment going on. Yeah, is she a little bit of a B word? Probably. But it could have been exaggerations. It also could have been people, maybe looking to get some attention or something. So probably some of it was correct, some of it wasn't. There was probably a mixture of truth going on. Ellen's famous friends are showing their support for the host after she started season 18 of her show by addressing the accusations of a toxic work environment which have plagued the show's reputation over the past few months. In her opening monologue, which first appeared on the show's YouTube channel and was also posted on Instagram on Monday, DeGeneres took responsibility for the scandal. As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and then there was an investigation. I learned that things happen here that never should have happened, she began. Ellen continued, I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show. Like I said, like her or not, believe her or not, that's a good thing to say. The host pals soon commented on the Instagram post with Demi Lovato writing, You are the person people see on TV. You are kind, generous, and caring. This video was a perfect representation of that. I love you, Ellen. Others simply posting heart emojis included actress Ellie Kemper, The Bachelor alum Hannah Brown, and Jersey Shore star Jenny JWOWW Farley. I don't quite know any of them. Actor Scott Foley commented with the clapping hands, heart, and kissing emojis. Still, not everyone was in support of DeGeneres' statement. Musician Sam Bruno wrote, doesn't feel authentic at all. Feels like acting. She's an actor. Feels scripted. And I've always really loved Ellen, but something here feels inauthentic and forced. And like I said, I didn't say that it has to be real. I said it's at least a good thing she's addressing it. I mean, maybe she has to, but hey, if you think it feels fake, I'm fine with that, man. This whole time, this whole thing with Ellen has got some attention, and the real fucking problem for me is there's no audio recordings, there's no videos, there's no, legal dealings, there's none of that, and it's just all word versus word. And even if I had a suspicion Ellen was kind of mean, like how could I actually prove it, follow up, research it? It's just, unfortunately, it's just all, gonna go in the void, basically, of hearsay. Actress Ellen Wolgum said, still missing the point. The environment wasn't just toxic, you were mean and abusive to staff. Crews in LA have talked about your horrible treatment for years. Wolgum alleged before further claiming, not your producers, your treatment. So, even if I completely give her that, she treated her crews like shit, that's unfortunate. No one should treat their crews like shit, and even if I think she is a B word, I guess, that's not technically doing something illegal. Is that a reason to get her off the air? I guess that's just up to her bosses. And, it depends on, like I said, the level of how she treated them. It's just one of those frustrating things, yeah, I wish I could know a little bit more, and I wish that I could come here and say, yeah, I think she did it, guys. It's like no Amber Heard situation where, look at all this mountain of evidence we got. It's like, okay, maybe, probably, to some people, but, ultimately, In her monologue, DeGeneres went on to say, "This is the Ellen DeGeneres show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. My name is on underwear. We have had a lot of conversations over the last few weeks about the show, our workplace, and what we want for the future. We have made the necessary changes, and today we are starting a new chapter." And she goes on down here to say, "I am that person you see on TV." And I mean, maybe, but I think in most cases, this is just my opinion now, there probably is a separation in some way to your TV personality and your personality. It's probably pretty rare that somebody is the exact person you see on TV. So, some fans, or not fans, but some commenters say, "Defund and cancel this show. I doubt anyone would miss you." Not for nothing, but to be brutally honest, I don't think Ellen's so great. Like maybe back in the day when there was so much less competition, but like now, in 2020, after all we've seen, all that's out there, she's like, I guess, average. And Paycheck Girl here says a pretty good point. She says, just because Ellen is nice and kind to her peers, her friends, doesn't mean that's how she is to the people below her. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm asking you what your gut feeling is because none of us, like I said, have evidence. So, what do you think of Ellen? Let me know. This might be my last video on Ellen. Haven't done one in a while. I've done a few. They did pretty good. So I figured I'd kind of try to close it off with this. And I can't really imagine anything coming out now. Unless someone comes out with some evidence, I think we're done here. And I don't watch her show. Anyway, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Depth vs. Heard, pop culture, whatever I want. On a side note, I will probably be changing this channel name and just kind of opening up the content a little bit. There's going to be no actual change, no big format change, no brand new channel, none of that bullshit. It's just going to be, a wider range of stories. Because I don't want to look through the news and see, oh, I can't do that. That's entertainment. Oop, I can do that. Well, I want to do that. It's doing great on other channels, but I can't. It's not entertainment, so I just kind of want to change that entertainment word and just going to be like news. Or, well, I hate the word news, but, just current events, basically. Like if you guys know The Quartering, or maybe Tim Pool, or Joe Rogan. They're just them. They do what the fuck they want, and that's what I'm going to go to. Anyway, that was a ramble. See you next time.